I thank you for your grace and for your mercy. I thank you for a forgiving heart. And although I forgave everyone who is involved in this situation, God, it still hurts. And every pretty young thing I see smiles at my husband, God, I just want to beat them down. God, help me to walk upright in you and to trust Warren once more.
Brooke, they do not know how to stay committed to one woman.
Excuse me? I don't remember inviting you in.
Oh, please. This house is like a church, and everyone just walks in.
That's the reason why you shouldn't be here. Because the last time I checked, you were allergic to church.
So, you can't trust Warren, huh? I understand your dilemma. After all, he cheated on you with a young, sexy woman. And no matter what he says, it was no mistake. Because in one night, he had sex with Kat 3 times. If he wasn't interested, he wouldn't have gone back 2 more times.
You know what? You need to leave my house right now, okay? Get out.
I'm getting to you. Aw, Vicky. All I'm doing is speaking the truth. Your husband was glad to have a young, solid, no flaps woman in his bed. He had to take all he could. And now you're stuck raising Kat's children. Every time you look at them, you'll think of Kat having passionate sex with your husband in your bed.
Get out! Out!
When I'm good and ready, you don't scare me. And if you touch me, I'll floor you and call the cops. See how fast those beams are out of here?
You are in my house. Do you think that I'm gonna let you floor me in here? I'm not afraid of you. I have God on my side. And you can talk all you want. My husband cheated, yes. And we discussed it. First thing my husband did was replace the bed. Next, my husband loves me slabs and all. When we make love, he kisses every part of my body. He makes me feel loved. He loves and cherishes my body. And in return, I gave him the same. We may have some wrinkles to iron out, but that's not one. And I don't see that Kat made love to my husband. I see 2 innocent babies that God gifted us. And I love them as if I gave birth to them. So with that being said, you need to leave my house right now before I mop my floor with your wig.
Your husband has guilt sex with you. That's not love, baby. I guarantee you he never sees you and is just ready. He has to go through the foreplay and then some. Stupid.
You know what? The stupid one is you. How dare you come in my brother's house and disrespect his wife? I can see that you don't have any sense.
You know what, Margot?
Oh, please. You're all mouth and no action. I just want to see one of y'all touch me, see how fast those babies are out of here, and y'all end up in jail.
Oh, please.
Margot,
She's
like
not worth it.
you.
Come on. She's not worth it. Just let her be.
I'm worth it.
No.
Touch me, Margot, just once, so I can fix you once and for all.
Margot!
I touched you. Now what?
You will regret this, Margot.
You better be quiet. You know you had that coming.
Margot, remember you're a child of God.
You know,
Act like one.
I am still a child
Don't
of
you to
God.
this serpent.
She told me to touch her. I just touched her. She said to touch her.
You
Margot.
will regret this, Margot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You're going to make me regret this? Okay.
a good game last night, man.
Yeah, after Bible study, I went right to sleep.
Hey, babe.
Hey.
Margot. Liz. I missed you.
Y'all stop. And y'all gonna make me lose my good lunch.
Shut up. You're just jealous.
Of what?
Please, just jealous.
Has anyone seen Pat? Bet she'll be here.
You know she hasn't stopped by all day.
Oh, so Liz, happen to know where your husband is? Or should we ask Pat?
Oh, please. Jack, don't eat leftovers. Pat is yesterday's meal.
Margot, stop. One can hear you.
Say, Ron, why don't you come see how big the twins are getting?
Yes, Ron, come see the twins. They're asleep, but you should see how cute they are.
Oh,
they are
And they
so
love to
cute,
eat.
too.
Let's go.
No, eso no va a trabajar. Margot, is this something you need to tell me?
Me?
Oh, here we go.
Really? Me?
Here we go.
You know, I'm an open book now, even though I wasn't before. Man, I was so afraid of folks knowing my true story. Fear totally held me in bondage. It really did. You know, I tried to help to make everyone happy. Not an easy task.
Margot, you never told me this before.
Now she is. Continue, Margot.
This sounds like something I need to hear too.
If everyone's changing the subject here, I'm gonna leave.
Come on, stop. You don't have to leave. I'm telling you what happened to me. Just listen. And I'm also using a little wisdom. See, I used to always tell my ex-husband that we needed counseling, but he wouldn't hear of it. He would just bully me to shut me up, even though I constantly told him about the stagnation of our marriage.
Shut you up? Or do you never shut up?
And that's where you're wrong. Yeah, you're wrong.
Shut you up.
See, I asked him to help me when everything was too much for me. Do you think he helped me? No one knew my pain. I just kept on going to church and praising my God, though.
Now I know why you'll cry and scream so much in church. It's the hurt and the pain of life you're letting out. And here I thought it was a touch of the Holy Spirit.
Who's talking to you? Sit down.
Hey, not always, okay?
Who's talking to her? Anyway, Ron, I would go away in my secret place and I would pray. And I cried and I prayed, but nothing changed. I tried to stay busy in the church, but each ministry I tried was led by man's flesh and not God's spirit. That's how I felt, anyway. I fought hard though. I fought to stay busy in the ministry. And I fought hard for my first marriage. But when you're the only one fighting and you keep asking for help and no one's helping you, and the weight of everything just weighs down on you, all you want to do is just drown.
But you didn't drown.
I didn't drown, and thank God for that. Because you know what? Miraculously, He allowed me to meet someone that I could talk to about everything that weighed me down. And you know what? They listened. You know what I found out? Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than family and friends. Because strangers, for some reason, they just listen without judging you. And then listen with neutral and compassionate ears.
You know, I must agree with you, because that's exactly what happened to Jack and I. And now, 10, no, 11 years later, we're still going strong. So if you think he's going back to Pat, you're wrong.
Is that what you think, Margot?
Really?
No, that's not what she thinks.
Well, let her answer.
Okay.
Are you sure that's a question you want to ask my sister? Remember, she's like Mama D. They always speak first and think later.
Is that you defending me?
Margot,
Yes, Ron.
why did you tell me your story? What relevance does it have?
See, you wasn't even listening. I was giving you my heart and you wasn't even listening. First of all, I told you that I was using wisdom. And second, I told you that I was talking about who? Myself. My life is too messy. I can't talk about nobody else's.
There you are, babe.
Hey yourself.
Ooh.
Jack, you're here. Hi, everyone.
Well,
Didn't I go this evening?
No, there isn't any problem. Can we go back to my place? Because I haven't seen you all week.
You're not going to your house for them. Yo, hold up. Oh my goodness, yo. Last time I checked, this is still my house.
Right.
That's your ex-wife. This is your current wife. So I'm gonna give you some advice. Take your wife and go.
Jack, baby, let's go.
yeah.
You hear what the man said? I should take my wife and go. Right, let's go. I never divorced Pat. I sent her the divorce paper, but I never signed it.
You rat! I lived with you for 11 years. We got married.
We went to Vegas, and my friend performed the wedding. Right after.
How could you?
Is this true?
Yes. However, I didn't know until after Pat's funeral when he showed me the unsigned divorce paper.
That was months ago.
3 months to be exact.
Shut up, Vicky!
I am out of here.
Are you just
Adios.
gonna give up like that?
No, mi amor. You did this to yourself when you kept the truth from us.
Pat, let him go.
Ron!
Let him go, Pat.
Jack! I'm gonna kill you!
That was too much for me. You know what? I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna go home to my uncomplicated life. Wow.
What just happened?
I don't know, but I smell a storm brewing.
Honey, you know, I think I do this time. They may have a better chance of taking our babies away from us. Oh, baby, I'm scared.